Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you my wet look curly hair routine. So yeah, this is what the hair looks like straight out the bonnet. Doesn't look bad. You could rock it like this, but I want to like rock the wet look today. This is the AliExpress Deep Wave 24-inch. Actually, it's a 24. Initially, it was supposed to be a 24, but Bella contacted me and said that there weren't any 22 inches in the factory, well, in a warehouse. So, she was just going to send me a 24-inch instead of a 22-inch. And this is a 5x5 closure. Oh, it looks good, honey. Alright, so this is a 5x5 closure, and this is, I believe, 20 or 18 inches. Not too sure. What you're going to need today is a spray bottle. I already have put some conditioner in it because I used it before and I wasn't going to waste it and put it back in. So you can use any type of conditioner. I use silicone mix. Probably like, I would say a tablespoon full of conditioner. Honestly, it's up to you. You can use how much, but not too much. And I just filled the water up, shook it up, and here it is. And then you're also going to need some mousse. I use the Tresemme Extra Hold Mousse, level 4. I love this mousse. It smells really good too. And you're going to need a comb, a brush to detangle. I detangle the hair when it's wet, not when it's dry, so it doesn't shed as much. So what you're gonna need to do is just take the spray bottle, just wet the hair, and you just want to wet the hair all over. Let me do it in like a section so I can show y'all. So you can start from the bottom and work your way up, or start from the top and work your way down. You want to get in between. You don't want the hair to be soaked, but you want the hair to be wet. I don't think it's going to be wet enough for you to need a towel, but if you want to use a towel to place on your shoulder so your clothes don't get wet or whatever the case is, you can do that. I'm going to show you this side as it's wet and compare it to the other side as it's dry. This hair is really good. I like it. Very low maintenance for me. As you can see, I just took it out the bonnet. I ain't do nothing to it. There's a wig that I constructed myself. You want to make sure to also get in the middle, not just like wet the bottom and wet the top. You want to get in the middle so you have that dry look all over, because there has been times where I would like wet it and I didn't wet it thoroughly, and once it dries, you know, the mousse will hold the water in place, but once it dries and there's no water in the place, it's not gonna have the same look all around. Okay, so this is the dry side, which still looks good, and this is the wet side. All right, so then when you finish wetting it, you just want to take your brush, your comb, whatever, and just comb through to make sure that it's not tangled. Don't be like me, start from the bottom. But it's easier to maneuver through when it's wet, so you don't necessarily have to start from the bottom. And that's why I love this hair, because when it comes to hair, I do the bare minimum, like the bare minimum. So after I brush it or comb it out, I'll just wet it again some more. And yeah, And this hair is 24 inches. And this is where it sits on me. I kind of have on like high-waisted jeans. But this is where it sits. Which is still not bad. So I'm going to wet the other side and I'll be right back. So now that the hair is wet, fully wet everywhere, that's when your mousse come in. So I use a generous, very, very, very generous amount if I want to keep the wet look. Like I said, I use a very generous amount. Take it piece by piece and just run it through. That was basically only just the top that we put it on. I didn't really run it through the bottom. So I'm going to use another generous amount. And the reason why I like this mousse is because it's very lightweight. You won't feel like, you won't feel like you have mad product in your hair. So now I'm just going to run it through the bottom. Forgive me, struggling a little bit. I need two hands. So this is just running it through. At this point, it will feel like your hair is soaked, but it's going to dry up. It's going to dry up. And this mousse smells so good. So now I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So yeah, that's really it. That's literally it. And then after a while, in like a few minutes, it will start to dry up. And it stays like this for basically all day. So that concludes this video, and I hope that helped. That's my method. Right now it's 1:30 p.m. I'm gonna post pictures throughout the day to show like what the hair looks like when it's dry, what it looks like towards the end of the day, and it'll still look just about the same, just a little bit more volume. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah.